Facts and cap, facts and cap, facts and cap.
Hey.
So we was talking about Rory and Act.
Rory.
Has he mentioned Act name yet?
No, he's been quiet.
This ain't got nothing to do with facts and cap, dude.
No, we do. So Facts and Cap, is it hypocritical for Rory to talk about other people if he can't address his own big stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point that's first of all, that's facts, yes. Because that's the whole problem that academics had at the beginning. He was like, y'all be talking about my platform and all of that, but whenever y'all have y'all own situations, nobody ever says nothing. Like, y'all calling me a clown, y'all saying I'm this, I'm that, and the third. But then when the shoe's on the other foot, y'all be quiet. Like, say some shit happen, y'all niggas just don't even address it. He respect Joe, because when Joe got drama and it goes to the show, he addresses it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was Act's whole point of the altercation. That's initially what he said. So yeah, don't criticize me, but y'all don't criticize y'all own selves.
With their whole situation, man, I still don't feel like I'm up in the air about it. Cause I feel like he do so much that really it's the same shit everybody else do. He just get hit harder with it just because of who he is. It's like, bro, just leave the nigga alone. He ain't really bothering. He not bothering nobody that's already made.
So basically, you kind of agree with what he said.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with it. It's facts. And I'm just like,
Facts and Cap, cut the shits. Do crazy girls really got better pussy? Facts and Cap, man. And why?
I think that's,
or let however you want it.
I'm gonna say this. No, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say.
Got better pussy.
This is what I'm gonna say. I think that obviously that's a stereotype. And in my experience, I wouldn't say that they necessarily have the best, but they have really good pussy. Like, and I think it's just the
hormone imbalance.
I think it's just no. I just think that it's the way that it happens, right? So like the way what I'm saying is like you argue with a bitch,
Oh, the passion.
and then the passion right. You argue with a bitch, and then you turn around and you fucking. It's not necessarily like is her pussy really this good? It's just like
The scenario was
yeah,
be fucking.
exactly. Like I can't believe this turned into this, and just 3 minutes ago this bitch was just telling me she fucking hating me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what makes the because
it's not necessarily. It's like if you got no rapey shit. If you had like a blindfold, no emotion, you just fuck.
And it's, let's say it's 7 girls, you got a blindfold on, and then they just all put the pussy on you. It might not be the crazy girl,
but it's the scenario that makes it.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's hear your answer.
Nah, I'm asking the question.
Cap.
Cap.
And I can only say this because I mean it's fun, it's great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The experience.
But the experience, like, it's fun, but it's not like.
I think when you're younger, that's what we think.
Yeah, like when you're younger, y'all both toxic. Like, cause if the dude is not have a little bit of toxic in him, and it's not as fun. Like once you grow up a little bit and that toxic done ran out of you. That same situation ain't as fun as it used to be when you was just as toxic as she was.
Yeah, don't nobody want that. Like that's how I know it's just a mental thing because
that's the reason.
Because like when you 30, and
you
bitch is crazy, you ain't like man. Listen, bro, I'm too old for this shit. Whereas to when you 21,
21, 22, when I was really in my toxic days and I was dealing with somebody toxic.
Yeah,
it was fun, but it wasn't the best.
Yeah, I agree for the most part. It's a mental thing. It's like what you like.
Yeah.
So what you like? If you like that crazy shit, then you gonna be more turn on about that.
Because some niggas will tell you that virgin pussy is the best. Or some niggas will tell you like
big girls.
Like big girls got the best mouth.
So
they'll say thick girls can't take dick, skinny girls can take it like it's all.
We're gonna have a real conversation about this one day.
We might bring this back up with
just remember what we just talking about.
Yeah.
I got
Alright. Facts or cap? Do you believe in fortune telling? Brandon? Facts or cap?
My religion will not let me believe in fortune telling, so I'm gonna say cap. I've never done it. That's the one thing I will never do. I just feel like that's.
Hold that thought. Facts or cap? Do you believe in fortune telling?
And I've also never done it.
So I went to a fortune teller, and like, she was right, but she was wrong. So like, I believe in like I believe in that they can kind of figure out certain maybe things. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know, because she told me that I would be living in like the West Coast by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she also told me that like my passion is
The
media.
West Coast of cruise. Like,
No, the West Coast, like maybe like Arizona, California type shit, right? So that was incorrect. But she also told me that actually I've had two. So I had a palm reader, and I had actually two palm readers. Both of them told me that my career, I need to follow my passion, and I will eventually follow my passion in like media.
multimedia.
And we're having a podcast right now. So I don't put shit past them that they can know, but I also believe in like some can be janky. I don't know. Like maybe there is people who got that spiritual calling. Like,
So you say you don't believe in it. You don't believe it to be true, or you just don't do it because it's
like-
against what you
No,
go with.
I feel like it's very, and this shit's crazy because I do a lot of shit, but this is where the demonic side of it come into me, and I was like, I'm not gonna play with that.
So it's not that you don't think it's real. It's just evil. It's more on the evil side. It's more.
it just goes against his
It
morals.
goes against your morals.
And I don't have many morals,
But that's
I
just
don't.
one. That's just one of your lines.
That's what my life.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's my line.
That's how I'm with it too. Like I don't fuck with that fortune teller shit. I think it's real. I think a lot of shit
that's a
is real.
stereo. I think it's stereo too. Like
It's like-
when you say demonic, like when you go there and get it done, it doesn't come off demonic. Like it's not like
I'm not saying it's
the witch of in New Orleans deep on the bayou with
Nah,
the, you know what I mean? Like
it's just,
all that witchcraft shit.
I can't even do that shit
I'm
over the
good.
phone. Like
I'm good. Hey, you fuck with you fuck with. It's cool. I'm just not.
now, have I ever in my head said I just wonder what they would say? Yes, but me personally, I've never got to a point to where I'm like,
Man,
I feel
take a
comfortable.
personality test, take a career path test. There you go.
I'm not taking. I don't.
so do you think? Because you saying it's your religion, but you don't live your everyday to your religion. So is that kind of like hypocritical?
Yes. It's very,
Like you pick and choose, like what you want to use.
honestly,
when you wanna use your religion or not?
Yeah.
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 That
Just
is.
asking.
Yeah.
But it's less even to me for religion nowadays. This is more so. I don't think you're supposed to know your future like that.
Actually,
I don't think
you
that's.
know,
I don't think that's.
it fall into the energy part
I
of
don't-
it. You know how everybody
See,
like,
when I
think
went,
you
they
supposed to-
didn't necessarily like. They'll let you know your future if you ask, but they'll also tell you just like you're feeling this way, and like it's kind of positive. Like you're feeling this way, and you should express this to the woman that you love, or
Because
you feel like this way, and you
even
should,
in Christian faith, they got prophets, they got prophetic people, they got preachers that put hands on you and speak into
See, I don't do all
prophetic
that
things.
either.
That's part of the Christian faith. If that's what it is, that's part of religion. It's not. Oh, it's just more
I'm
so.
saying that part of it.
that's why I don't consider myself any religion.
So it's like I just don't want to get no tarot cards, no fortune telling.
I don't consider myself no
This is how I
religion.
grew up.
I don't consider myself no religion because of that. Like, cause I feel like, me personally, I feel like the Bible, everything, every religion, basically it's kind of like, I don't mean no disrespect to the people watching, but I just feel like that it's like a self-help book where, cause I feel like a lot of the story, like a lot of the morals and principles are similar. If you read the Quran or you read the Bible, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like most of the stories are similar, so why can't you pick up morals and beliefs from either one? I just think it just became a cult, kind of, for me, in my opinion, like it became a cult. I respect somebody who live and you know, they have faith in this religion and what it may be. I'm just saying, me particularly, I just think that like, you can grab, if it's positive for your life, you can grab it from either, wherever you want to grab it from. That's just me. So
Facts or cap? Is it better to be a role player and win hella championship, star player and be a Hall of Famer and never win shit? Brandon, facts or cap?
Which one bring me more money? I ain't worried about no chip. If my stats look
You,
good,
that's your like you use real life scenarios.
I mean, I'm just thinking.
Look at the most decorated role player who's won championships versus the most decorated Hall of Famer
Robert Ory versus Allen Iverson.
who never won. He got more money.
No, let me put it. Let me stop.
Robert Ory versus Allen Iverson.
Who would you rather be?
Let me stop bullshitting. I would rather be a nigga. I like to win. I hate to lose. So I would rather win championships. And like I said, I could be Robert Ory all day. All you need me to do is come through in the clutch and shoot this three.
As I'm gonna go, cause I don't want to hear no more cap. As cool, as good as being a role player and win championship be, there's no way in hell. Is it? I wouldn't want to be on Iverson's career or as far as money,
You said
as
you
far as
wouldn't
accolades. I said.
Oh, you'd rather be Allen Iverson?
Yes, I'd rather be
Yeah.
the star player. I'd rather be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, it's a team sport. Championship is a team accomplishment. How many individual accomplishments does Robert Ory have? How many All-Star games does he have? How many max contracts does he have? How many first team player of the week does he have? None.
Yeah.
You can say he made big shots. He's part of that legacy. He helped to win. But at the end of the day, it's a team sport. A championship is a team sport. Not nothing individual about that. So individually, your impact is smaller than my impact. But even if you want to argue that, fuck that. I'm a Hall of Famer. That's the greatest accomplishment you can have in sports.
Alright, I'm counting like you know.
Man, you think that?
First of all, I know he kept because you just know the style that he played basketball.
You still got there
That
role
this nigga is not coming off no bench. He ain't
Oh,
trying
I'll
to
come
do
off the
that.
bench.
Nah, no you ain't.
But I'm coming off the bench. I'm the type of nigga, I'll come off the bench, but I gotta play the whole fourth quarter.
So
I think if you give me the option, give me the Hall of Fame over 6 rings.
Nah, give me the
That's a
Hall of
role
Fame.
player.
Hall of Fame and max contracts,
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's all about the money.
Give me a role player.
No, I'm saying no. I ain't really got too much to say about that one. That's a
Well, I didn't hear what you gonna.
no. I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
That's easy. That's a no-brainer. Like the fuck, and you get a pension. You get paid for being in the Hall of Fame. Like
endorsements.
Yeah, no.
After you make more money.
you need to be out here running a car wash and shit with 6 rings. Broke ass niggas.
Nigga, I'm trying to goddamn be somewhere gambling and shit.
Facts or cap? Should minimum wage be $15 an hour? Justin. Facts or cap, man. Let's get it.
Shit, $20 an hour.
I mean, I'm one of the people. I mean, I don't even know if it's facts or cap. I mean, like, I just
Facts.
feel like if you make it facts, I feel like if that's facts and it's $15, then the price is gonna go up. The price of living, like America is not made
So background.
for everybody to
Since-
have equal, you know, or to have. It's not a level playing field in America.
So you believe in capitalism?
If that's what that is, I think I don't agree with it, but I
Just that's
think
what
that
it
that's
is.
what it is. Yeah, I think I'm like, okay, well, if I'm McDonald's and I gotta pay all my employees $15 an hour, and I'm coming from Georgia where I'm paying y'all $7.25, well then guess what? It's gonna be more of these computers at the checkout lane. Like I just know I know how business is.
It's still
I know what they do.
gonna add up to that $7.25.
Or if I'm a small business, now I'm about to just have less employees. I'm about to work this employee to death.
So that's the argument against that. It's like it kills small businesses. It is gonna take away job opportunities,
Yeah.
but it's also saying price of living has gone up. So I think the last time minimum wage went up was 09, like 7. Something.
Yeah.
And
And
it has-
$7.25 from $5.75.
But price of living,
Cost.
cost of living, my bad, has
Mhm.
skyrocketed since then.
Yeah.
But people still making minimum wage. The
Yeah.
other argument is if you work at McDonald's, do you deserve $15 an hour?
I'm not gonna say you
I mean,
do it.
yeah, because you working your ass off.
But listen though, listen.
McDonald's is a non-stop job for a lot of the time.
Honestly, I feel like it's about when you start.
It's a lot of
15-year-old coming in, fresh 15 and a half, wherever you gotta be to first start working.
Why they can't make 15 an hour?
$15 an
conflicted
hour.
about that
Do
because-
you necessarily need $15 an hour to start off? Like you gotta build your way up to get like. I feel like
Nah, that's just because you came up building.
no, it's not even that. But I don't feel
I
like
think that's how they look at it.
So
I think
let's-
when people ask that, because I seen somebody ask that online, I feel like people look at it like, shit, I started making $5.75, so what the fuck a 15-year-old need to make $15 an hour?
But if you're $15 an hour and you're just sitting at home and you don't, let's say you have no bills, no nothing, but you have this convict. The only job they can get is McDonald's, and they have the experience. It's all about experience. I feel like that's where your 15s should start coming at. Like when you have that job role, but you can't get a job nowhere else.
To me, it might be a little, I don't know, but it's two different things. It's price of living, cost of living, and the money. Like it should go up.
Yeah.
But I don't think an entry level job should make as much as somebody who has experience or who has education, who has qualifications for a job. So $15 an hour.
Well, then they should get, if you've been, let's say you've been a manager at Burger King and you go to McDonald's, so then start me off at 17. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, that's what I'm just trying to say. Whatever the money, the $50 is an arbitrary amount. It just, I don't like this idea that if you like every entry level job it should be a minimum. Whatever the minimum is should fit the economy, but it still should be the minimum.
Okay,
in my
so
opinion.
what I'm saying
But
is
then the
that's not
argument
really
is
what.
against-
So is that really the question? What is your question? Say the question again.
Facts of cap, should the minimum wage be $15 an hour?
Okay, so if the minimum, I'm losing this scenario. If it's 15, then like, I'm not gonna say like how he said, 15-year-old, or I guess he's saying an entry level position. Should they start off at 15? I feel like if it's a job where basically that's just what's set, the minimum wage, and the minimum wage is 15, then and you just starting out, then 15 is what you get. Now, like you said, an entry level position, like if it's not an entry level position, or like you had an experience, then I agree. You just gotta get more than 15. Then.
Now, okay, that's what my argument
So you
was.
get
So that's
seven-
not
But
exactly
what minimum
what I was
wage
saying.
job was an entry level?
I'm saying,
Every
I'm saying, but you
I'm saying, you get what I'm
you
saying?
didn't
I'm
come
saying if you have an entry,
Yeah.
if you're entry, like say that you've never had experience.
So everybody should just go up. That's what you're saying.
So, but
I don't really know
how
what
this
the
is gonna
minimum.
change.
If the minimum wage,
So-
if the minimum wage ends up being 15, let's say it ends up being 15, right? You ain't never worked before. You 16. So if they be like, I'm not saying that it's unfair for them to start you at 15.
No, if it is, then yeah.
I
What
get
I'm
that.
saying is
What I'm
that
saying is now, if you've been now say that you got 8 years of experience in fast
you
food,
shouldn't get minimum wage.
then yeah, you
But let's
should
say-
Get more
I'm
than
gonna start you at 18 or 17.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody else goes up.
No, but this is what I'm saying though. All right, you started out I've been working at McDonald's for 5 years. I make $11.65.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making good money compared to minimum wage at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you saying something?
So they go up to 15, and they only
Then
do
you
the
should get
15,
more than 15.
and they book. But you moved me
Everybody
from
else
11.
goes up.
But you
Yeah,
moved me
so
from
you should get- it's a
But you
scale.
only moved me from 11
To 15.
to 15, which
So
I'm
now
still
16.
making more money.
Which happens now, real life, by the way.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Like if you come into a position making a certain wage, you work
I
there.
particularly think
they
that you
redo
should still
the
make
pay
more.
scale. The person who come in,
You should.
it make
Yeah.
the same.
You
The
should
way,
make more than
the way
15.
I was looking at this question is like, we both on the same plan. We both coming into the same role, but I have years. I feel like it's.
I agree they should make more, but the number, we don't know economics right now. So
They're not gonna go no higher.
I don't
than
think
that.
they need to be 15 though.
It's probably gonna be 15.25.
I don't think.
I think 15
No.
is very high
I
for
think it's
minimum
high as
wage.
fuck.
I don't.
I think that it's gonna do more harm to the community.
Everything else is-
so
I think
would
it's
would I prefer that minimum wage is 15? No, because I don't trust that things are gonna stay the same. It's just that we're only now that niggas is making $15 an hour. I don't agree with that.
That shit go to 15.
So it's capped. But I'm saying if it is 15, this should be how the scale works. So
Because like, how do you change everybody else's?
yeah.
reason, man?
Give us one more. You got one more?
That's a cap. Should America keep the social distancing and mass safeties regardless of the COVID status going forward?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
That's the cap. Should this be the standard?
You said like say that it gets cleared up. We're not in a pandemic. We in the
should,
clear.
Should they keep it? Those measurements. Is this a better way to live than how it was before? Should that be the standard?
I don't know.
So that means and you got to think about that in totality.
I'm gonna say cat.
That means sporting events will be social distance. That means prom. This is not gonna be like it's gonna affect every.
Cat.
There's
There's no way.
or
Plus-
facts prevent
I get
the
the
spread of germs, prevent
I
the
get
spread
all
of
that,
things.
but it's
Still
cap
wear
to go
masks
back
in
to
certain
how we
places.
was. Like there's no way to live our everyday life how we used to and keep this with this 6 feet. The mask, you can try to mandate it, but the 6 feet's not gonna work. We're not gonna be able to go to a concert, a Travis Scott concert.
You can just be social distance. Just 6 feet.
How?
You skip it different.
So there's no mosh pit no more?
Nope.
No.
But you can still go to the
So you
concert.
think is you don't count?
No, it's cap. The seats, the arena's not gonna work for that.
No, you can make it work. Just might have less people in the arena.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about if we're going back to normal.
Okay,
Same
so
thing.
I don't think that we're fully ever going back to normal. And when I say that, I'm not saying like. I'm gonna just say this. I think that basically, I think that we should instill some of the things that's been happening, but just in a softer version. Like it might not necessarily be as strict. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that certain things in the way of life, like if you look in Asia, they've been, you know, if you're sick, you wear your mask. Like, or if this is going on, you wear a mask. Like, they wear masks. They keep stuff clean. They keep stuff sterilized. Like, I agree with some of those things. Like, I agree with, like, I agree. Yeah. So, like, what I'm saying is, I agree with as far as like, sterilizing things to keeping stuff clean to a certain extent. Do I think that you have to wear a mask? Do I think that they should do that?
So my question, like in China, they wear masks because the air quality is terrible. I don't think they would wear.
Not all the time. Not just that. Because my cousin he traveled. He told me like some places in China that's just how they rock.
What I'm saying is, I think they've been conditioned to do that now. Because it's like you grow up, your air quality is terrible, and then you wear a mask. That's just normal. It's like it becomes normalized.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that should that be normalized as a form of prevention? So even if they say COVID's gone,
I'm not sure if
it's the flu now.
I'm not sure if it's a mandate. I don't think everything should be mandated, but I would like to see maybe these seats are spread out, or maybe like how now it's like I'm sure like a restaurant or something. There's certain laws like, you know, things have to be immediately sterilized. You know, this has like just more precaution taken. I'm not mad at that.
I mean specifically with social distancing. That's the big one. That's what I'm talking about. Social distancing.
I wouldn't be mad. I'm not gonna say that what it should or shouldn't be because
Facts of cap.
I don't know.
Facts of cap. Your opinion, man.
In my opinion,
Okay.
I would prefer social distancing, like in a bigger venue, like how you say concerts, like maybe Rolling Loud or some shit, like some big ass shit. I would prefer that. Now, for me personally, I'm gonna take measures regardless. Now, like it's just because the paranoia, like I'm wearing masks, I'm still gonna wear my mask, whatever. Do I think that it's fairly mandated? I'm probably like, do I think it would be fair? No. Do I feel like
I
it's
feel like
needed?
this. If you had a vote and everybody said this is going to be a bill, a law that we're going to keep social distancing in all public places, 6 feet apart, restaurants, movie theaters, concerts.
I probably wouldn't vote for social distancing,
schools,
but I would probably vote for maybe like a
events.
mask, maybe a mask.
You will say no.
I just said I wouldn't vote for
The
necessarily
bill ain't
social
nothing to do with
distancing.
masks. It's just-
You said that's what you said at first. You said like a mask, social distancing.
But then I
the things we had.
emphasize social distancing.
So only social distancing.
Yes.
I think I would vote for social distancing at a certain if it's a certain amount of people. Like if it's like a concert, yes, we're gonna social distance. If I'm at a restaurant, not so much.
My thing is, at this point, is there a controlled coronavirus is where it's controlled?
Yeah, it's
just
controlled.
like the flu?
It's just like the flu.
Nah, fuck it, take it back to how it was. At this point, everybody's just either you're gonna build up the immune system for it, or I mean, if you choose to go out in big crowds,
It's your choice.
you know it's gonna be the same way. Like when we used to go to festivals or we go
Might
to
get
concerts, you might get sick, you might not. It's like at that point,
Just
the
onus
issue
on-
right now,
I think that
if
would
that's
have to
gone.
Yeah.
If the issue right now is gone,
it's not a pandemic. No
it's
more.
not a pandemic, then.
Yeah, I would also. I think it would also.
But I probably still gonna have my mask.
I think it will also depend too, like you said, like how long has it been since the pandemic?
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of different factors for how I'm gonna vote. You know what I mean? Like, has the vaccine been proven